Today I want to make a video going over all things UCC and ODR, which is coming right up. This is a huge event that has drag racing, sled pull, dynos, and show and shine, and a big vendor display. So it's a big race. Last year was the biggest event of the diesel industry. We hope we have the similar results this year. So I want to try to get a video together that has all the information that you guys need about the event. Saves me a lot of Facebook messages. So let's jump right into it, and let's go into Thursday. Thursday is a move-in day. Gates open at 8 a.m. for all the ODSS racers that want to come set up camp, get a good pit spot. Gates open from 8 and they close at 8 p.m. And after 8 p.m., if you want to move in, if you're a racer and you want to move in after hours, have your weekend passes and your tech cards purchased online. You can do that up until a week before the event, and then you can just show that to the Lucas Oil staff that will be at the gate after hours. There should be somebody there all night at gate 8 for ODSS, and you'll be able to get in after hours. If you're showing up and want to pay cash at the gate, you need to be there between 8 a.m. and 8 p.m. For gate 2, that is for the DPI Expo vendors moving in and all the UCC competitors. That gate opens at 8 a.m. as well. It opens at 8:30 a.m. for the VIP show and shine. That is just for the VIP show and shine. The standard show and shine are going to use the main entrance gate. And one other thing we want to try to implement this year that we haven't done as much last year is trying to get a lot of our racers teched in on Thursday. We have the Lucas Oil staff will be opening their tech at noon. They're supposed to be open from noon to 7, and ODSS tech will also be there. So if you get in on Thursday, get your pit set up, get your truck out, and let's figure out where tech is. If you're a pro racer, the ODSS tech guys, Craig and Barry, will come through and tech your vehicle there. For all the non-pro racers, go find the Lucas Oil tech area. It's generally set up close to the end of the track over by the on the return road. We will announce that in the ODSS Index and Pro racer groups the day of the event. And the main reason we want you guys to get you teched in on Thursday is because Friday morning things happen really fast. Last year there was a lot of guys stuck in a long tech line and were not able to make the track when the track went live first because we have ODSS drivers meeting at 9:30 a.m. Gate 8 opens again 7:30 a.m. on Friday morning, so you have 2 hours from the time that the track gates open until driver's meeting. That's not very much time to set up your pit and get teched in. So if you can get it teched in on Thursday, it's much better. Obviously you have to get there before 7 p.m. on Thursday, and not everybody can do that. But if you're going to get teched in on Friday, try to be there at 7:30 a.m. We will have 2 lines at the gates for gate 8, try to get guys in, and it does speed up the process if you process your weekend passes and tech cards online on ucctix.com before the event. It really speeds up the process because then you can just show up, we find your name, you sign your waiver, and you can go right in the gate. Gates open at 9:30 a.m. on Friday to the public. That's also when the DPI Expo opens for all the vendors, and then the track goes live at 10 a.m. 10 a.m. is when the UCC competitors will be ready to have their first shot at the track for their time trials. So if you've got friends or truck favorites that you're following for the Ultimate Callout Challenge, you want to be in the gates at 9:30 so you can be trackside by 10 a.m. to watch the UCC competitors run, which will follow directly after with ODSS Pro qualifying. We've got a really tight schedule on the track on Friday because we only have the track from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. because at 6 p.m. we move into the burnout pits and sled pulls. So it really makes everything really tight. We're going to try to get everything based on classes. The UCC trucks will get a shot at the track at 10 a.m., 11:30 a.m., 2:30 p.m., and at 5 p.m. So there's basically 4 qualifiers for the UCC competitors. All the ODSS racers, previous years we've done test and tune. Instead of doing test and tune Friday, we are basically doing qualifying for all classes 2 rounds. That way, if you want to show up at UCC, you haven't raced before, or you want to race at a big event like that, all you have to do is buy an ET tech card, a 770 tech card, 670 tech card, whatever class your truck fits in, and you can get 2 qualifying rounds on Friday. You'll get one qualifying round on Saturday, and then you can go in eliminations on Saturday, or you can choose not to run eliminations. But either way, rather than labeling a just in test and tune, we are going to just open it for qualifying. If you want to just run on the track, buy an ET Tech card, get in line with the ET qualifiers, and make your passes. The ODSS Pro classes are targeting their qualifier Q1 at 10:30 a.m. and again at 4:15 p.m. And the ODSS 670, 770 ET index classes are targeting their qualifiers at noon and at 2:30 p.m. And there's, if we have 300 some trucks that are entering again, it's going to be a lot to get through. So try to have your trucks together, have them where they're not leaking oil. And if you have a problem and you have a problem on the track, please pull over immediately so you don't oil down a whole quarter mile and cause a 1 hour track cleanup, because that makes everybody else slow down on their ability to race, have 2 qualifiers on Friday, because what we don't get done on Friday has to get moved to Saturday. We also have pro semis. There's going to be at least 4 of them. These are strictly race semis. Some of them make as much as 4,000 horsepower. They're going to be doing a qualifier run on Friday at 5 p.m. They'll also have another qualifier on Saturday and do eliminations on Saturday. So if you want to see some fast semis, 5 p.m. is when to be in the stands for the pro semis. Moving right forward from that is 6 p.m. The drag strip gets shut down and we'll have burnouts on the left side and we'll have sled pulls on the right side. Fleece Performance and Hot Shot Secret is taking care of the sled pull side. That is a 2.6 and 3.0. Hosted by the Epic Pulling Series, and I think Fleece Performance is in charge of the track prep this year. So you should see a much better sled pull track. And the KC Turbos is sponsoring the Burnout Pit. If you want to get in the Burnout Pit, you can buy that entry at ucctix.com along with your weekend passes, and the gates for that is Gate 2. Opening at 3 p.m. You can get in and start getting teched and lined up for the Burnout Pit, and that happens at 6 p.m. So 6 p.m. Friday night, there should be a lot of action in the stands between sled pulling and burnouts. It's always a great time. We hope you guys can stick around for that. So Saturday, gates open at 7 a.m. on the main gate for show and shine contestants. There's always a lot of you guys, so if you guys want to come in early, that way you can beat the line, be there at 7 a.m. 7:30 a.m. gate 8 opens for the ODSS racers. And again, if you didn't race on Friday, you got to kind of get in there and hustle so that you can get through tech and get ready for driver's meeting by 9 a.m. There's a 9 a.m. driver's meeting for UCC and ODSS. They're both at the same time, but they shouldn't really interfere with each other. UCC will be going over dyno prep and ODSS will be going over racer prep. So ODSS has the track for the whole day Saturday. So from 10 a.m. to midnight, we have the drag strip, but we have a lot of racing that needs to happen, and we just need cooperation, try to stay on schedule so that we can get everything through without going into midnight and moving it into Sunday as an overflow. So we really like to get this race in and be completely done by 9:30, 10 p.m. on a Saturday. But there is ODSS drag racing action happening all day on the drag strip Saturday, and then the UCC competitors will be dynoing on the Superflow beside the drag strip on Saturday as well. So there'll be a lot of action all day Saturday. Gates open at 9:30 a.m. again on Saturday for spectators. DPI Expo opens as well at 9:30 a.m. So if you guys be there at 9:30, DPI Expo's open by 10 a.m. Q3 for ODSS Pro qualifiers is going to start. So there'll be drag racing action soon after you get there, and then we're just going to go into qualifying round 3 for the 770, 670, and ET qualifiers right after the pros, and then we roll into eliminations in the afternoon. Also in the afternoon, we're going to do the no time heads up racing. We still have a good bit of entry spots left for those. If you want to join Heads Up Racing, that's no time, instant green. It's $250 to entry, and we should have over $5,000 payout for both of those classes. It's always a lot of fun, but we need guys to get signed up. You can buy those passes on the Firepunk website. If you go to shop.firepunk.com and just search no time, it should bring up those tickets, and you can buy yourself a heavyweight class, or you can buy yourself an unlimited ticket. So if you think you've got a truck that can have some fun and run on no time, you got a little bit of an advantage because you've got instant green and you've got no time, so the class doesn't know how fast you're running and what they got to put in their trucks to beat you. It's always a good time. We're going to be running that in with eliminations Saturday afternoon. The first elimination pass for the heads up and unlimited no time should be around 4 p.m. 6 p.m. on Saturday is when the Show and Shine award ceremony will happen. Show and Shine is hosted by JTX Wheels, Fitzgerald Performance, and SMG. So thanks to those companies for making the Show and Shine happen. But all day Saturday there's going to be racing and dyno action. We're hoping to have action throughout the evening with the no time racing, the semis, and ODSS finals happening hopefully by 9:30, 10 o'clock p.m. Obviously it depends on racer turnout, depends on the weather. Last couple years we've been really fortunate to have sunshine and clear skies, so we're hoping for another awesome weather weekend. And then we'll move on to Sunday. The only thing that's left then is going to be DPI Expo will be open from 9:30 a.m. to noon. And then at noon, the UCC sled pull happens. And then after the sled pull, we go into UCC award ceremony, and that is the conclusion of the event. So we hope you guys can come out to the event. We'd love to have you there. You can buy all of your weekend passes, burnout, dyno, sled pull, all your entry stuff at ucctix.com. There's also 2 other tickets that you can buy, and that is on the Firepunk website, and that is for the no time classes. So if you want to buy a no time class, you need to go to shop.firepunk.com and you can buy a no time tech card over there. You can also buy VIP tickets. So up on the top, we've got box suites that we've rented 4 of them, and we're trying to make room for a lot of people. It's been a big hit for the guys that want to walk around and they want to go up in the air conditioning and hang out for the day. We've got VIP tickets up there. We get a swag bag. We're putting a bunch of cool stuff together in a swag pack, and then we do catered lunch on Friday and on Saturday. And then there's soft drinks, waters, sodas up in the VIP suites all day that we keep that stocked for you guys. You guys can sit outside the box and watch racing, or you can go inside the box and have air conditioning. So I think we only have maybe 30 spots of those left. Those are on the Firepunk website for the VIP tickets. Get your reservations done online, whether you're just buying weekend passes on the UCC website or whether you're buying VIP tickets. Either way, we'd love to have you there. We hope it's going to be an awesome weekend, and we'd love to see you there.